Well, hello everybody. How are you this evening? This afternoon? This afternoon, I think it is. Still this afternoon. Am I going back? We are playing. I am playing the second part of my career in Gran Turismo Sport, and I made a couple of cock-ups the last time. I wasn't looking properly at the actual challenges and the types of cars I thought I was. I didn't realise what I was doing. I see here that it was the FF challenge I was trying to do. I ended up going on to the FR challenge and getting a car for that, buying a car for that. But after buying a car for this, a Honda Civic, and I'm ready now to enter this championship, because I tried it the last time with the Clio and the car was just underperforming. It was so yeah, we'll give it a go here. We will. I went to change the colours of it and I said, no, it was just wasting too much time on that. So I've also been playing a bit of Assetto Corsa. I downloaded it the other night, that and the competition version of it, and just testing out, trying it out. Might put a few videos up of me getting through it, but we'll see. I don't know how long the stream will be, because let me just double check. That's not what I wanted to do. It was a driver settings manual. Okay. I wasn't 100% sure. Oh yeah, I don't know how long it will be because it is Christmas Eve, and yeah, my wife will be going home soon, so with the children. I have to remember what buttons I was using for looking around and stuff like that. So driving a Assetto Corsa has helped me a little bit. I'm not saying with this game, but it has helped me get used to stuff. My legs and all were actually quite sore the last few days, or the first few days of playing in the kind of position that I'm in now. I also am I think I'm a bit too close to the steering wheel and the pedals. Where I am, I'm leaning against the wall at the back, and yeah, mum's car, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm a bit too close, I am. So we'll see. I'm able to go a little longer. God damn it. A little longer in these races than the first night or two because of the, yeah, you know, the pain in the legs, the way I have them set up. Yeah, when I was doing this, when I did this the first night, it was the Clio just wasn't able to hack it. That's my view around it. Have Olsen with me in this one. Final lap. I set up the cameras a little different as well, as in levels and that. The last time it was just way too loud. Oh shit, I'm not paying attention. It was too loud when I went back. Usually I watch things at about 30 on the TV, level 30. And I was having to watch myself back at level like 16, 17 I was, so It's like, oh, I was too busy looking at the main map. What button was I using for looking behind? Ah, there you go. Down. Down on the D-pad. Okay. A little bit easier that time than it was the last time. I was coming in, I think, second or third. It was a kind of prize money. And I've lifted the mic up a bit more as well. I just felt myself a bit raspy in it. But we'll see. Close. That's race 1. Can you not just go to the next one? Is it not 100% on all the menus and stuff like that? Oh, race 2. Starting grid. Yamagiwa. We will stick with the Civic. Yeah, so a set of courses, just, it's really cool, it is. You kind of get used to a track, and the way I was doing it last night was I was playing it in automatic. I was going through the corners, I was getting used to hitting the right lines, or as close to the right lines as possible. And I was keeping an eye on each gear that I was in while I was doing it. And then I mimicked it then afterwards in manual when I went to do it in manual. And it seemed to work out. I went from, I think I had the opposition at 80 starting off, I bumped it up to 85, and it's a little bit more manageable now for me. It'll take me a while to get all the way to the top. Okay. So I do not know this track. I do like the little radar though. It's one of those games that you'd have to be like, I don't understand why they don't give you like a practice run around it. See, just got hit. And that happened to me many times in a set of course. You have the line with someone else. No, I'm not saying I was in the right there, but that has happened to me quite a lot. It has. Yeah, I've been playing the other game a bit too much. Jesus, really kicks you off when you hit the edge. Up the hill. That's change. Oh no, that's a claim right there, are you? Get out me way. Mum's car. I hear someone coming in the yard. And also I've gotten used to the biting points of the other of a set of Corsa on get out me way. On the gears and stuff. Back into this. I'm trying to look at the little radar there. I see that some people do have the radars much closer, so there must be a way of changing that. We'll find that out down the line. It'd be good to have an actual racing line on the track for you. I wonder, can you put that on? I hear people outside. I think there's people home. I cannot confirm or deny that. If so, I'll be getting rid of this stream. Yeah, there's people outside. I'll do this race and then I'll pause it for a minute. Come on, you good thing. Up the hill. I'm looking at the map instead of looking at the... Ooh, she just doesn't want to stop. The brakes don't work in this game like the other. That's me blaming the game. Do the track a few times and get used to it. I'll be out in a second. There you go. You'd be expecting a phone call saying, I'm coming home. That doesn't happen. That wouldn't happen. I wouldn't be that lucky to get told what's going on. Isn't that right, Mazzy? You know all about that. Change gear, Michael. I caught up with them right at the end. Oh, just wouldn't let me hold it. Just wouldn't let me hold it. No, not sure, not necessarily. I'll just have to stop for a few minutes, go off and put it on pause for a second. Come back and race this again. Congratulations, I hit second. But I will be trying that again, I will. Next. I spent quite a lot on a few cars that I didn't need. But I will play them again. So we're back so we can... Whoops. Replay. Let's replay just... That's not what I wanted. So I have to go out to come back in. I think. Oh wait! Shit, did that say race again? That might have been race again right on the left. The old Civic. Okay, so I have a little bit more of an understanding on the track. I did bounce into a few of them a few times, but again, second night properly playing it, it's bound to happen. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this here in the menu, and I will be back in a minute or two. I will stick the... Yeah, just turn that off and... Okay. Back again. Let's tackle this again. Yamagiwa. New. That's all I had to do. Let's see if I can get closer to the front this time. I'll go forward gear. Shit. Sorry, dude. The way it just bounces you around like that. Shouldn't be doing that. Tackle it in forward this time. I was watching a guy today play this, and he was doing those FIA races, and you were like, he was beating off the beating off the curbs, and you were like, he didn't look like he was shaking all around the place. Where you saw me there, I was the car was shaking all over the place. I suppose it's all about taking your time. What was that? Two people crashing into each other. And obviously, I understand there's things like upgraded cars and all that stuff in. What's he up to? You can upgrade the cars, etc., etc. I understand that. But, whoa! Cheeky bitch! You in your focus. You're in your cheeky focus. Look at him. Well, look at that cheek. Tell you one thing, Lawrence. Bet the bollocks of you now in a minute. Please let me beat him for saying that. No, don't clip into me. Thank you. Lawrence is going to be the one that's going to be following me. Is he my nemesis for this race? And I look at the screen, and it just decides not to want to stop for me. I think he's out for blood. I think that's what he's trying to do. Look at that, just doesn't want to turn. God damn it. This was always the way with these games. I had one person that just wanted to keep on ramming into the back of you and messing with you. It's turned me way too fast. But then again, as I said, I might have these settings all arseways. I found it a little bit more fluid in the other one. As he knows the way I don't like using the word fluid. Tightens up here, doesn't it? I'm on the final lap. I am on the final lap. Go on, you good thing. I'm going into second for this one. Keeping the third. Oh, this is the one. Every time. I feel like Mazzy, I do. Get fucking corner! Oh, fucking hell. See, I'm not getting out of these corners. I'm not just flowing through them. So you were playing Red Dead. Yeah, I'm too close to the steering wheel. And the phone's ringing. I will pause this for yeah. Back again. Another woman in my life ringing me. Okay. It was okay. I'm a pain in the ass though, going from one to the other when I'm trying to... Oh, Magnicor. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a pain in the ass going from one to the other games if that's what I'm doing. Like I'd like to think like in 6 months' time when I'm used to all this, it will it won't be as bad to go from one to another, but we'll see. Have to get back into your truck. I do I need to see more long hauls across Europe over Christmas. Well, after kind of between the Christmas and the New Year's period. Look at this. What a dick. Like the spoiler on the back. See, the thing is, they'll bump into the back here, they will. No, he's behind me there. I need to change that. No, he's just behind me. He is. There he is. He's gone. I'm gonna have to send it down the inside. This one should be just a lifter. I'm past them. Follow him around. Probably go the inside. There we go. Trying to look at the map and the, well, I say the map, the radar. Of course, I'm in the wrong gear. Oh. That was close. Bouncing into me. On open wide for me. I've gotten past them. There's the lead out front. I just wanted to see what would happen if I kept it going. Forward. And she came in. Oh, she got tighter. This down here gets tight, doesn't it? Yeah, just there. Keep him with them. All these hilly ones. Right. Keeping with the two in front anyway. And I send her up the inside. Really small, it's hard for me to see that. See, they'll keep coming. That's the difference between like a human, I suppose, and the AI. could clearly see that I was having the momentum up. I don't know if you'd call it defending or not. I don't know, but certainly didn't warrant him doing that. Look at that shit. He's right there, you see. Look at this, and then they'll slow down. That's a load of bollocks, that is. If you're clearly out in front. Fucking grip the road, you can't you? Fucking squeaky holes in this. Look at this mangy bitch, yeah. Ho 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 ho! Just kept in his way. Murphy. Fuck off. Cunt. Go on, me hole. I'd love to see is there driving options. Auto drive, no. Driving line. Cone marker. Yeah, I want to see what the driving lines are. Now that might be just for this race. We'll have to see when we go and do another one. Magnicor, I've raced there before, testing it out, so we'll see how we get on. Gwyn, Gwyn, Gwyn. Yeah, maybe myself and Mazio over the Christmas time, you know, before we go back to work, maybe we'll set up the whole mods in Euro Trucker and stuff like that and see can we get in and do a few hauls together. Okay, so driving settings, what's it say here? Auto drive. Okay, drive line. Okay. Who the hell was that? Let's see. I don't think this was the... Will I practice on this track? Might be, there's different different variations of it. Lap 6, okay. Okay, my fault. I'll take responsibility for that. See, I'm on the driving line. You can't aren't. I don't feel so great overtaking these guys because those guys are always slow when it comes to the race. Ah, come on, you stupid cunt. Look at this. What happens is those wallies out front go off and then leave the rest of us then to try to catch up with these two nonks. Having the driving line kinda helps. See, this other doucher's gone off now, he is. He's up and around the corner already. Gone. Catch the Canadian. Trying my best not to understeer it and all, so. Off a bit. And a bit up the hill. Oh, Canadian. I have your number. I hope. Why are you off the line? They run right into the corner, they do. You're still doing 40 mile an hour around the corner, I suppose. Try to get out. Ooh. Oh, come on, Canadian! Wonder who that is. He'll stay right in my arse now till the... Okay, now, hand on heart, I was trying to brake later there. I wanted to see where I could brake, and that was not the right spot. So these lads brake really far down here. They brake at the 100, they do, or less. I'm going way too slow here, I think. So hopefully I can make up a bit of time here. That's a bad line, that is. It's a bad line. That was better, but I didn't turn in enough. Canadian, you're not here today. Even though you are catching up, of course. Of course you are. Nice. You keep going with your Civic. Liqueur. Feral. Okay, another one done. Itchy nose, about to fight with someone. Race 5. Where are we? Tsukuba. 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 So they have to be under a certain amount of okay. I hope you mean piss. Right. Again, another course I don't think I've raced in. It just gives off, it does. Rumble strips. Okay. Just it grinds to a halt sometimes, the car. Him going off the track. Oh, I gotta go down, kick off that one. Down the home stretch, is it? The little home stretch. These guys just don't want to go any way fast around here. So I'm going to start knocking into them. How can you do 3 laps around here with, or 6 laps sometimes, these slow pokes? What's that? Just jamming on. Try to stay on the outside. Yeah, you see, I can't see them properly in that mini-map, but I do on the radar that I see other people use, and you can clearly see the little see, dirty bitch. You do it the first time and everything goes grand. Then you go again, you make a balls out of it. See, those lads don't want to catch you. But yet, the minute you go to overtake someone, they're up your hole there. Like, why let you on tracks? Like, why let drivers on these little shitty tracks you can't overtake? Pure bollocks. Keep it in third. Actually, the cornering one would be handy as well to have. Gives you an idea, I think, of where to actually brake. Up against an Italian. To go up 2 gears. Bye bye, Mr. Italian. Watch him catch up now. Or watch me make loads of mistakes. Because I'm out in front and I like making mistakes when I'm out in front. So I've no one in front of me to gauge what I'm doing. Just feel so stupid going around here, so slow. Through. Your man's catching back up again, I'd say. See? I'm gonna keep it in third. Let the car do without it. See? Stayed with you the whole way. Around it. Still there. He's no problem hanging on now. I'll drop it down this time. The second. Kick out of the corner. Pulled a little bit away from him. We're still going 70 around the corner, so. Another win. Civic and a McGann. A lot of that money, I must be racing for years. Close. Now, we'll see about maybe doing one or two more races. Done all these. Thank you very much, champion. Yay. We have the Clio Cup, and we do have a Clio. I also did one race in here and ended up winning it. I did, but I'm gonna go to the Clio Cup because I'm more than certain I have a Clio. What's the Clio that I was using at the start? Methinks. Yeah, I do. Santi's coming tonight. Okay, so we all have the same cars. Driving options. I want to stick. Does this knock down your... Does this knock down your XP? I don't know. We'll give it a go. Okay. That would be a little annoying now, that little indication thing all the time, but we'll see. Ah, sure. That's what he signed up for. Home to a warm bed, Mrs. Claus. Slow down too much there. You seem to be able to do a lot of this race in fourth gear. Don't go too close to the bottom. Ooh. Thread the needle there, son. Thread the needle. Don't tell me to change gears. Goober, you. If you were Santa Claus now, who would you like Mrs. Claus to be? We're talking like famous people, maybe. What are you slowing down for, Buck? This way I used to drive in the Jewel. On a bike. We no need to change gears. Check that now in a second. You want Tom Hardy to be Mrs. Claus? Okay. That makes no sense whatsoever. I think I'll become like an Indy 500 per player or racer. Or Daytona, whatever fucking. That wasn't the best. On Clio Cup. I want to keep the foot right down to the floor here. It was bad. Just looking down at the... Well, I didn't hit the wall. I didn't hit the wall, that was the main thing. Oh, Lando Norris. Clando Norris. 14, thanks very much. No other Irish in it. God damn it. I've no idea where all the cars in this game are. I thought... I know it's a sport. I suppose that's different. But I swore you used to be able to go in and buy used cars and that in Gran Turismo. It must not be part of this, but... Oh, god damn it. Baiting around the place in this. Oh. Hey, this is the first time in a long time Santi's coming to me. That I know of. Usually it's kind of hit or miss if I know Santi is coming. Okay. Oh, don't stutter on me. This fucking race. The love on this one. Ah, feck off with your changing gears, leave me alone. Thought I actually changed the gear on that one. I obviously just flicked it. Attached it. Trying to stay wide because there was someone there. Change it quickly before I get caught behind him. Nice livery on the car. Rumbles. It's a little disconcerting because I'm looking at the I can see OBS in the corner. And it's slightly behind, it's like a second behind, so when I pass out a car and then I see it again, then shit. Yeah, this circle kind of annoys me a bit, so took me a few goes in the Mazda. Was it the Mazda that I was driving? Final lap. These two cocks out front. Oh god. drill it down inside. I'll push him along. Push him along. Thought I did an extra little kick out of it. Beat this. Yeah, so where are we going? A couple more turns we do. Push him on, push him on, push him on, push him on. No, he's still there. But I got inside line, so. Fuck you. Oh, this is the one, Mazzy. This is the one. It's the bitch where I'm gonna lose it. Hate that one. I just can't judge it. Just cannot judge that corner. Oh, me groin. Oh, Michael Jackson was behind me. Rose from the grave. Now he's gone back again. Nice. Lap chart. I gotta give a shit. Oh, excuse me. Soft. We'll see how long it takes me to do these. Yes, I will. The ones around the ovally type tracks don't take that long. So, I'm falling in my chair. We having fun on Red Dead? How are we getting on? I don't know if you're still there or not. Probably playing while listening. Oh. Which Magnicore is this? Is it the same one? Check now in a sec. Just doing something. Odd missions, Last week when I was talking to our Brian at the door, he was saying that that's all he seems to be doing at the moment is these odd little missions. At least it's keeping you entertained. Are we going backwards, are we? We are going backwards on the... That's where we were the last time, up on the track up above. This is where the Irishman comes through now. The other Irish. Can't find her grinder. So much easier when there's other drivers. Me San. Oh, San. Okay. I get what that was. I have to hit the back of him. Of course, he hits the side of me. Get out of the last corner. Too early, but sure. Whenever. So they're like telling you that they're the points to hit, maybe. That was a kind of a in, out, in corner. I did not take well, but it's okay. Pushing into the back of me. It's telling me where you should be turning in, which is pretty cool. That'll help. See Cleo, man, stay with me now. Really is good having them there. Kind of gives you a bit of an indication of where to go. Kind of, where exactly to hit it. So otherwise you'd be just used to be farting in the wind. You wouldn't be able to tell unless you practice and practice and practice at. I'm wondering as well, are those some of them the braking points to hit? I'm wondering. Or that's where you're supposed to be turning in. I think that's what they're all about. Okay, a bit better. Oh. Me and her legs are burning there. Whew. Hungarian, British, American. Is that Tunisian? French. Daily workout. I wonder what your daily workout was supposed to be. Right, not too bad. 2 more races, I think, and then we'll be okay. Oh, the Speedway, and then what's the last one? Okay. Then on to the Or series. And it seems to be going okay. I actually never check to see when I'm on the OBS what the scoreboard's like, because I or the position, race position, because I moved the camera down, I did, so I wouldn't be blocking it too much. I suppose it's your name is the only one that really matters, but oh, I'm well down on it. Shit, forgot I was doing this. 10 laps. Oh, I know this track because I was testing out the voice on this earlier. Testing out the camera. Testing out the levels, should I say, on this earlier. Can I get around the outside of that Clio? I can. I want to stay kind of wide on this lad, so I could beat him around before. Okay, I tried to beat him before we got to it. You saw what my intentions were. Hit the wall. I hit him. Did some naughty there. Sometimes the first 2 or 3 are the hardest to catch up on, and then after that you kind of get a group of them. Get your group on. It was almost perfect. I kind of just barely clipped into him. Didn't feel it in the steering wheel, but I think I might have just clipped him. Just barely clipped that lad. Big group up here. Oh, I hit the wall. I go down the inside of most of them. I can. Chance of winning this now. I can just hold the line. Final lap. Catch this Clio. Can I get him just before the end of this? Woo! Nice one. Berg. It's nice as well. I always see recently when I've been watching people commentating on this and they're doing their own races and they're showing back on what they do and blah blah blah, they usually, some of them will talk about like the gamer tag, but a lot of them say the Irishman, the, you know, the Englishman or the Britishman, whatever. It's kind of cool to have your flag there. But I think it automatically puts it in for you. Okay, last race of the night, or of this session anyway. May come back out later, I don't know. Everything sounds alright, Mazzy? Bit late now, but you can still hear me over the game, because like on the old settings I used to have the volume on the desktop on the speakers down to 15 and then way down on the actual player, so that just meant it was way too loud. It was but now it seems to be okay around halfway on it. Kyoto, okay. I raced there yet. Many laps? 5 laps. Run on the inside. I could have went further into the back of that dude, but I didn't. I did keep my foot on the brake, and then I let it off going around the corner, and he just decided to stay there. He's still there. I think he's the one squeaking, not me. I think I took that pretty well. He's going to dump into me. Yeah, having those cornering indicators really help. Talking about listening to the engine, really help what they do. Me anyway, starting off here in the game. I didn't mean to change gear, I didn't. Barely, just a little bit of paint. A little bit of paint off. Just tapping the brakes, fucked me over there. I was not cooking with Crisco, but nice little track. Little tracks are fun if they're wide enough for people to do what they want to do. So just lift it off at that time, and then press the brake at all. Bad old Clio Cup. Ooh. Maybe a bit too fast there. Changing gear. Finish. Nice. Okay, so last couple of races weren't too bad. Ledger Heath. Didn't though. Nice, I've just made back the money that I that I spent on all those cars. The Clio Cup's done, so that's 2 of the divisions or classics that I've done tonight. These are all the beginners, but this is the next one that I'll be going on to the next day. Did that one. I did Kyoto, but I did a different. Did I do that one? Maybe I did the same course. Ooh, Tokyo Expressway. Nice. Anyway, that's it for me for this evening. I might be back on later on. I don't know if I'll be playing this or playing something else, or maybe someone else might be on. Maybe. We'll see. With Santi coming tonight, I don't know. Maybe they want to go to bed early and be asleep for when he comes. Anyway, thanks anyone who watched the video. And again, if you have any tips or tricks or anything like that to help me out with, just leave them in the comments. If not, I'll just be doing it on my own. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye everybody. Now I just have to turn this off. Bye bye. Bye bye.